Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It takes heart. It takes guts.
It also takes cash. It just needs your payment immediately.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Everybody, it's me, your girl, Symphony.
Hey, it's me, your other girl, Meg.
What's up, what's up, what's up? What up? It's your boy, Hal. Oh, I'm doing that. I didn't see the line. It was blocked by a wire. Keep that in. Don't edit it out. Welcome to Good Morning Night Vale, the show where people from Night Vale talk about Night Vale after listening to Night Vale to other people who like Night Vale. Do they all like it? No, I've read the reviews on iTunes. That was my mistake.
Today we're talking about episode 30, Dana. Intern Dana finds a way out of the dog park but can't quite figure out where it leads. Plus, a look at opening weekend of football season, helpful tips on adopting a dog from the SPCA, and Carlos visits the house that doesn't exist, and Dana walks through him. Let's talk about it!
Whoa, what an episode. We get the voice of Dana. This is when Jasika Nicole enters the picture, and we get this voice and this big back and forth story and phone calls between them. I like that this episode starts with a mayoral campaign update, and it's like foreshadowing. It's like the episode is called Dana, and it starts with a conversation about what's going to that Pamela Winchell is stepping down because maybe she's being forced to step down, and we get some updates in what's going on with the mayoral campaign.
Yeah, I like that she says it through tight teeth, and I always imagine just like, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna. I love that.
I like that this is where soft meat crowns are born.
Yes. Which is always upsetting.
When I see cosplayers with the soft meat crowns, yes, it's always upsetting.
Because I'm just imagining that it's ground beef.
But raw, right?
Yes. And just shaped into a crown, like with like little points on it. That's my headcanon.
So it's like coming apart and slowly.
Like you're making a burger hat. A burger crown.
Like some sort of 1950s Jello mold beef thing that's like made in a bump pan. It's got hot dogs floating in it.
Oh, nasty.
Hot dogs suspended in green gelatin.
Oh my gosh. By the way, this episode completely reinforces everything I said last episode. We are in hell or we are in some purgatory. And everything travels either in a circle or in a figure eight, like infinity. And that is why. So you've got the old oak door in the dog park.
Yep.
Old oak door leads to the house where John Peters, the farmer, is looking at the picture. She leaves the house and then she's back in Night Vale at a house that should exist but doesn't. And she passes through people and they pass through her.
Yeah.
In purgatory. This is the Black Lodge, y'all. This is Agent Cooper chasing evil Agent Cooper around the Black Lodge. Or the other way around. Yeah, the evil Agent Cooper. It's been a long time since I've seen that episode of television. The evil Agent Cooper chases the real Agent Cooper and then catches him just as he's about to leave the Black Lodge. And you don't brush your teeth for a while after that show, folks. You definitely don't. Or if you do, it's like a damn Jewish funeral, and you put shrouds over all the mirrors.
All of my mirrors have shrouds on them anyway.
What's a mirror?
I also enjoyed the part where they talk about the menacing government agency and that they're just cats. They're just cats. Because they began rubbing their sides against the journalist's leg and several of the reporters began sneezing.
Yes.
I just wrote, cat, and then 2 exclamation points.
That's your new musical, right?
Cat, just one, not...
Just one.
Yeah.
It's a one-hander. It's a one-woman show. Cat.
Yeah. Also, like when Dana calls or whatnot after that, the whole thing, they were showing Cat Ballou on TBS. What the fuck is Cat Ballou?
It's a Lee Marvin film for which he won the Academy Award. Or George Kennedy might have won for that. Somebody won an Oscar for that movie.
It sounds like it made. I thought it was a cartoon, somehow a cartoon, but as always, I never look it up. So I just wait for someone else to tell me. That's how I live my life.
Well, no, it's good because
I'm sorry. There was like a crazy sound, and I literally just jumped. I think it was the cat. Oh my god, I'm freaking out.
I heard the crazy sound too.
I heard it.
I think
it was the cat.
I think it was the cat. Oh my god. I literally, my soul just jumped out of my body. Woo!
Put it back in. No, I think it's good that you asked the question because other people might be having the same question, So it's like you're really just doing it as a method of teaching the others.
Because I'm a goddamn journalist.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. One of the things that I noticed in this episode is just like how subtle the world building is. Because like Night Vale is this world that is renowned for its detail and just how subtly things get layered in. Like in the section where Dana, just the top of the phone call where she's talking about walking through the dog park and how it just keeps going on and on and on, no matter how far she walks.
She walked for 2 weeks.
Yeah. She says, if you stand still, the dog park seems to take up a single city block, but I walked one direction for about 2 weeks and could no longer see the monolith where I started, or the people I was with, or even hear the tinfoil rustling of the leaves from the tall black metal trees that protect us from the clouds. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we just get so much in that.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's a subtle thing, but it really is. It's like, it's metal trees, like.
Yeah.
And monoliths and needing protection from the clouds and just the continual looping of this giant dog park that is bigger on the inside.
Like the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Like the TARDIS.
It's the TARDIS of hell. It's the dog park.
When she gets into the old house, one of the things that I noticed is that the picture of the lighthouse, and she's like, but there's no water. Why is there a lighthouse if there's no water? And it's like, because you're in the desert, girl.
Well, and that makes me think of like the waterfront complex, and they don't have any water there either. So it's maybe like another reflection of Night Vale in that way, because there's, down by the, is that called?
The waterfront recreation? Yeah.
Yeah. That just seems like a strange thing. Like when there's no water, it's like, why do you have these things that are, and I get it, like they're in a desert, but like, why would you keep building things that aren't that have no use. Because you're in hell. That's why.
Or did it have use at another time? You're just in a shadow of a place that once existed on the corporeal plane.
Huh.
Yeah. Or maybe one day there will be water there.
We'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, if you see time as a line, you're never going to be able to see all of it.
There you go. The update on Michael Sandero, who was going to have the second head removed, but that his mother had the original head removed.
Yeah.
I love Cecil's Boston accent. I assume he's doing Boston, right? It's not New York.
Well, I think he was doing some sort of like generic East Coast Italian.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Well, that's all. The mom also, she was the one who had the ranking of the children.
Yes.
Out in front of her yard. She did sound very overbearing, to be fair.
Yeah, Mama Sandero is one cold bee.
In apartment 23.
She like me is a grade AC.
All of us, like all of us, Meg.
Yeah, all of us.
Come from a long line, you know.
I was gonna say that it's another hellish picture is her putting dead animals on pikes on top of a pinkberry.
Yeah,
it's very hellish imagery, and also she's terrible. Like I think that she is a torture for Michael Sandero and maybe the other Sandero children who are not the favorite. Right. That might not even be their mother. It's just a shadow of their idea of what their mother is. Worst possible version.
Yeah. And we get some Russian. The other head speaks Russian.
Yeah.
There's this Russian theme that kind of threads through the Night Vale, where it's just like so other and Soviet and Cold War.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about the dogs? That none of those things are dogs?
Well, double wolves and spider wolves, they share a common ancestor. Switch-bladed mountain dogs, they're dogs. Secret terriers are dogs. Flesh-eating spaniels, dogs.
None of those are real.
Pit vipers and table saws, not dogs, though.
Like they added like a spider. Like there's a wolf spider, but there's no spider wolves. What the hell is that? That's not a thing. And none of those are things. Like they just added words to other words, and they're like, this is a thing. But
yeah,
that's okay. I mean, the world of fiction is quite varied.
I would watch a show called Secret Terrier, by the way.
It sounds like a British procedural. Yeah. It sounds like something that Mara would invent for her newsletter, like her British TV show, Secret Terriers.
I just imagine it as the terrier is a spy.
Oh yeah,
like he's like the James Bond of dogs. That's where it goes in my head.
Did they make a movie already where a dog is a spy? I know there's Cats v. Dogs. Cats versus dogs, where they're all at war with one another. But there is one where, like, the dog is a spy, right?
Air Bud.
That's right. Air Bud. Air Bud is a spy.
Yeah, there's nothing in the rules of the CIA that says it can't be a dog. Air Bud. I think it's Air Bud 3 is when he's in the CIA.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking with me. That's not a real thing.
No, it's real. 100% real.
I don't watch.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas is in it.
Yeah. As the president.
You guys, that's okay. I literally don't watch movies that have animals as the main character because it makes me mad. Like, don't do that.
You never saw Babe?
No, I've never seen. I don't like it. I've never seen it.
Because it takes the job away from actors? Is that why?
Yeah. Is that why?
Because I'm a proud union member. No, I just have never. It just doesn't. I'm like, why are you like giving them? What's that word when you like give a personality or realness to
anthropomorphizing?
Yeah. Yes. Like, why are you doing that to? They're just like a dog and a cat, or like whatever. Like, leave them alone. Like, the real story of that would just be, it would be like wandering around. It's not like, it doesn't have a purpose. I don't know. I don't trust it.
You saying you wouldn't want to see a version of Charlie Wilson's War that's all talking dogs and cats?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I don't know if you're giving it the chance that you should.
You know what? I also don't trust any movie where a thing is talking that doesn't talk in real life. Like, I don't like when babies fake talk. I don't like, it upsets me.
Even Look Who's Talking, where they don't like move their lips.
No, I don't like it.
But they're thinking it.
And Look Who's Talking too, the dogs are talking.
No, I hate it.
Oh, Googles. The dog and cat version of Charlie Wilson's War the two dogs that Julia Roberts has, would they be played by Julia Roberts as twins on split screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Just
Be like Jeremy Irons in Reversal of Fortune. Another Oscar nomination for her.
No, I'm gonna put the kibosh on that one, guys.
All right, fine.
Or at least I'm not. It's not gonna get my money.
Oh,
I'm not seeing that in the movie theaters. I'll tell you what.
Speaking of people talking or dogs talking when they shouldn't be talking because we wouldn't understand what they were saying, the conversation between Dana and Cecil when Dana's hearing something totally different than what Cecil's saying, but it still scans.
do you think that it's distorted and she's hearing something different? Because the phone, obviously, whenever he tries to call her, he's getting his thumb cut. The phone is sprouting legs and running away. So somebody doesn't want them communicating. Do you think it's that interference? Or do you think it's the shifting timeline that she's responding to a conversation, like they're just conversations don't line up temporally?
Yeah, I feel like they don't line up, but obviously what she hears is like almost the opposite of what he's saying or something different than what he's saying. So it can't just be like, like just static or something. It must be like distorted to a way where it's like either like kind of backwards or the words that he's saying are like sound different, like something different.
Yeah, especially when we get to the end of that conversation when they're talking about going through the door and Cecil's like, yes, go through the door,
Right.
Go through the door. And she's like, I'm sorry, Cecil, you're making a good point, but I have to go through the door. So it's like she heard an argument of Cecil telling her
Right.
not to go through the door. So
Yeah.
there's something that's in the wires there that is either a different dimension Cecil's talking to her, or it is like something that is full on distorting it to be something different.
Something within the wires.
It's an early prelude.
Another program on Night Vale Presents. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm listening to season 3 right now, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, I put it on, but I was like trying to fall asleep, and I was like, let me just put on this, and then I like couldn't fall asleep because I was just like way too into it. I was like, I just need to wind it down. This feels like it's going to be a relaxing thing, and then I was just like, nope, I'm like fucking wrapped, so I can't. Need to put on some people talking about barbecue, and then I can fall asleep.
What do you both think would have happened if Carlos had rung the doorbell?
Well, you can never tell like what the repercussions of something in Night Vale is going to happen. Like, so it could have been like everything would have been fine, but probably not. I mean, something could have blown up or something. Who knows?
Yeah, or maybe he did ring the doorbell. Like that, there's so much like duality. So it's like in every different thing is a fracture that goes one way or the other.
Yeah. I love, by the way, Cecil's reaction to him turning down the $5 is my favorite acting moment in the episode.
Yeah.
Is that like but I'm
Whatever,
like
rich guy.
$5 a taco lunch at Jack and Jerry's Tacos. Like
I like that we're starting to get more like real about their relationship.
Yes.
Like the bloom is a little bit off the rose in the like talking about how he's this and that, but he also maybe chews really loud. Like it's just it's like he's starting to kind of see some of his flaws, and he's not saying that he's not like in love with him because of his flaws, but he's just like, oh, I'm seeing them now because we're actually in a relationship and you chew loud.
it's a nice touch for sure. I noticed that too. I was like, oh, that's a really good piece of sly character development and story development without having to like, you can fall into a trap with this type of presentation where it's a radio presentation of him just reporting on the relationship. And that's not, you just get to sort of see it play out here, which is a really nice organic exploration of what it means to be in that, to move beyond the initial stage of a relationship.
Right. You're not in the love bubble as much as you were back in like first date and all that stuff.
Yes.
Because I mean, that does happen in a relationship. You're like, okay, not everything about this person is perfect, or this might annoy me. But like you said, Meg, it doesn't lessen the love that you have for each other.
Yeah, actually, I think it makes it stronger.
Yeah, it makes it nice because you're like,
yes.
oh, that quirky little thing that they do, or I hate when you clip your fingernails, or like you're breathing too loud.
Or you just leave your socks everywhere.
Yeah.
And I complain about it, but if you didn't, Or if I found a sock and you weren't home, I'd be sad.
Yeah. If you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
And then also it's like so much good things come from that part of your relationship when you start to let your guard down. I feel like it makes you a stronger person when you like let someone start to really see you.
It's not fair to you or them for you to be anybody but yourself, especially later on. Like that has to be accepted on both ends. Because you can't live your whole life in a masquerade and be happy.
Yeah, waking up early and putting on makeup and,
Right.
turning the lights off and stuff. That's early days.
Yeah. But it does deepen your connection to each other when you're just like, this is me, warts and all. And you love that about that person. You're like, they're a mess, or they chew with their mouth open, or something annoying. But it's also endearing, and that realness in your relationship, that's what actually makes you closer. You're not loving them in spite of those things. You're loving them because of those things as well.
Yeah, and you get to enjoy it more because you're not having to spend time kind of getting them to like you. I mean, you definitely still want to be cultivating the back and forth of admiration, but you can, you kind of can let your guard down a little bit, and you can enjoy yourself a little more. Like you can literally just be more comfortable. Stop sucking in that gut, because you can't suck it in for 48 hours straight.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't poop in hotel lobbies for the rest of your life.
I prefer to poop in a hotel library.
Don't poop in the hotel library.
Don't do it. Leave that library alone. Symphony.
I prefer to poop in the hotel lobby because there's generally no one in there, and you can really just let loose,
Yeah, I adopt that model when I have a roommate on tour that's not Joseph.
Hey, I'd let you blow up the bathroom anytime, Meg.
Sometimes I do. It happens,
Yeah.
Life is real.
You got to do what you got to do.
And it deepens our connection and our love for each other.
Yeah, because we're comfortable.
That's right.
But that's also why I bring a poop spray on the road. My unicorn gold. No, unicorn gold from Squatty Potty, the Squatty Potty people.
Okay.
It's a poopery.
Yeah.
It is like poopery.
You spray it on the water.
Yeah. And I like it. I'm like, I love that science that they created something. They're like, you know what? Shit stinks. So let's try and cover it up a little bit. But it doesn't I don't know how. It's magic.
Well, that forms a layer on the water, right?
Yeah.
It forms a layer of oil on the water but I don't know. I feel like toilets are highly inefficient.
In general?
I think it's really bad news to be shitting in a bowl of clean water.
Yeah, it is pretty weird to do that.
We just got here. Give me 1 second to go get it.
I guess we'll stop talking about shit eventually because Hal's food just showed up. Those of you who are continual listeners of the show will remember when we were talking about chicken wings in the last episode we did. Well, it inspired Hal to order some chicken wings because we were recording those 2 episodes back to back.
And now I'm hungry for chicken wings, although I had some last night, and they were delicious. What's your favorite kind of chicken wing, Meg?
Oh, it's hard to say. When I was attending university at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, there was a place called Wings.
Oh, with a Z?
No, I wish. It was called Wings, and they did a brisk business. Delivering wings at 2:00 in the morning to drunk college students.
Oh yeah,
and you get the boneless honey mustard. That was so real and delicious. I like really spicy wings because I like really spicy anything, and I think the flavor's better with the bone on. But I'm not gonna get mad at boneless wings. Yeah. But I think that the bone in straight up buffalo wing or even a souped up buffalo wing, so it's even spicier.
I like a spicy barbecue wing personally.
I don't hate it.
That's my favorite kind. But again, I do, just like you, Meg, I prefer the bone-in ones and not the boneless because I like to create a tiny bone garden.
Yeah, me too. You want to know it off the boat. You want to feel like you earned it. I have no idea what's waiting for me.
The flavor's just better.
I've never ordered from this place before.
Oh.
So I don't know what kind of wings they're going to be.
Well,
I just asked,
friend.
I said, give me all drumsticks like I always do.
Oh my God, you like the drummies too?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the flats.
Don't make me go in between the bones of the wing. That's not what I'm here. I'm not here to work.
I'm not trying to put my tongue in there or something like to get all the meat.
You're gonna lose meat,
and then you have to like break the cartilage apart. It's
you have to twist it. Like I was not a fan because I just didn't like that you have to like bite around the two bones. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
Or if the one bone breaks in half because it's like been cooked or something too much.
Yeah.
And then you're eating like the old bad chicken bone. But if you twist it, but you have to do a lot more work. Twist it and then pull the one bone out, and then you'll have all the meat on the one. But I'm like, just eat the drummy.
Yep.
Just, what I do is I take my Vitamix and then I put them all in the Vitamix and then I puree it and then I can it's no work. It's just like you just sip it.
Wing shake.
And it's
my God, that's the most disgusting thing.
Completely disgusting. Yeah.
I like
what
it.
can I say? I'm into it.
Wing shake.
Wing shake.
No, you shouldn't be eating chicken through a straw. There's no acceptable way. There's different, there's some foods that you can have through a straw and it's fine. Others, very unfine.
Yes.
Speaking of unfine food, McDonald's.
I love this ad.
I know, that was just so interesting. And then at the end it says, McDonald's, I'm loving. But I'm like, isn't it I'm loving it?
It is. It's their version.
Okay. I like it.
I'm loving.
Back
to my tangent. Why is it that we don't enjoy savory things through a straw, but sweet things through a straw we're so fine with?
I think maybe because savory stuff, you feel like you should chew.
Or is it like temperature based? Like you don't want to have something hot through a straw, and there's not a lot of hot savory liquid that's cold that you're going to eat.
Yeah, things that go through a straw of a certain you would have to I guess stew you could have with a straw.
But it's hot. So like anything it's like temperature related, I think.
A borscht?
Yeah.
Want some
borscht?
Like
a cold, like a summer borscht?
Yeah.
But the borscht is chunky though.
Not always. Sometimes it's smooth.
I'm making a disgusted face right now because this conversation, I'm just like, no hot soup through a straw or even cold.
Listen.
It sounds disgusting.
I'm ready to throw up right now, and I'm about to eat after this. I'm still about to throw up.
Let's pivot to things that aren't going to make that's not going to make Hal throw up before he has dinner. One of my favorite lines ever is in this episode, which is, if wishes were horses, those wishes would all run away, shrieking and bucking, terrified of a great unseen evil. Which was the cold open for one of the Night Vale live shows. Which one was it? It was
Investigators.
Was it Investigators?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I just always think of Cecil's delivery of it. If wishes were horses, they would all run away, shrieking and bucking. Terrified. Yes. We heard that so many times. You get used to hearing a line over and over and over, especially when it opens the show, that, it just sticks with you. And this one definitely stuck with me. But yes, I also enjoyed this line.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of that horse from the Denver airport.
Yeah, the murderer horse.
Yeah.
Murder. The death horse.
Oh, my God.
Up next, we have a conversation with the voice of Dana, Jasika Nicole. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was the Lethal Temptress by the Mendoza Line.
That is what people call me as well, the Lethal Temptress.
There you go.
It's my nickname.
You.
So the Mendoza Line, they're a band. They started in Athens, Georgia, and then they relocated to Brooklyn. And the Mendoza Line is some sort of baseball terminology. Hal, are you familiar with the baseball terminology, the Mendoza Line?
If I'm not mistaken, the Mendoza Line is hitting 200, which
yes, I think it's something to do with batting
If
average.
you are below the Mendoza Line, it means you are hitting below 200. So yes, it is I'm getting confirmation of that right now, but I am 99% sure as a fan of baseball that is what it is. But it is a benchmark for really poor hitting. You say you're below the Mendoza Line, that means you're very bad.
Well, that's fascinating. I don't like baseball. Well, that's not true. I like it okay. I prefer to go to the actual baseball place What's that called?
Are you
Field.
Cubs or Sox?
Sox.
Yeah.
I think because I live so close to Wrigley Field, I get so annoyed by it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I get annoyed by the fans and the noise. So I'm more of a White Sox fan. But it's fun to go to the games.
Yeah. It's task-based theater. Yeah. I like to go to a baseball game every now and again.
Oh, I love baseball. If we ever have an opportunity to all go together, I will share what I love about it and see if you enjoy it too.
I think we should go to a Dodgers game when I'm out there in the spring.
Oh, and I'll come too.
All right.
Well, I'll go to a Dodgers game.
And then eat stadium food because there's great pulled pork sandwiches in there.
Well, you know what my favorite thing about baseball is? Drinking beer.
You can do that at Dodger Stadium. Many people do.
Hell yeah. Are Dodgers fans crazy?
Sort of. I mean, they did beat that. Some Dodgers fans did beat that Giants fan into the hospital.
What?
And practically kill his brain.
Oh, God. That's not good.
Yeah.
But you know what is pretty good? This song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
This is from the Joseph Fink, iPod shuffle. I've heard the song a lot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. A lot of the weather is just Joseph's personal music taste.
Yeah.
So I hear those songs a lot. I like them. I like Joseph's personal music taste.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
always
very
my
hip.
cup of tea, but it's fun.
Much hipper than I am. I always feel, a lot of times I feel like I'm just not that hip. I'm like, oh, not cool enough for this one.
One day, Hallie. One day.
We can only hope.
You are. It's just may not be your cup of tea, friend. And that's okay.
Fair enough.
And that's okay. You're okay, buddy. You're okay.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Welcome to Good Morning Night Vale. Jasika Nicole, the voice of Dana Cardinal. Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've been looking forward to this episode a lot and looking forward to getting to speak with you since we started this little project. So, yeah, we really appreciate you joining us.
Yay, thank you.
We love you. We love you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. It's one of the great things about working on the show is that we get to meet people we didn't know before and welcome them into our lives and be welcomed into their lives, and they're just beautiful, beautiful lives to get to be in. So
Yay.
and Jasika Nicole is one of them.
Yeah.
So this is the Dana episode. This is the time the character of Dana has existed for a bit in the storyline, but this is the first episode where you actually hear your voice.
Okay.
So, do you remember doing the recordings for this in 2013?
I absolutely do. I was in Vancouver still, I'm pretty sure.
Time is weird.
Yes, I remember all the details about it. Wait, no, I don't. And I'd never recorded anything remotely, and I'd also never booked a voiceover job in my life. Or I had the last voiceover job I remember having was when I was in New York, which had been years before I recorded for Night Vale. And I had booked this McDonald's commercial, and I was so excited because I'd been trying really hard to get into voiceovers in New York. And it's just a real tricky beast out there because they have very specific ideas of what they want you to sound like. Mm-hmm. And so they were submitting me for all these air quote sassy roles and
urban
roles.
Yes.
And it's not so much my voice, or that's not true. It depends on what sassy and urban means to you. But obviously in entertainment industry, they have a very specific idea of what urban means to them. And so anyway, I did this McDonald's commercial and they were like, Jasika, that's great. Can you just put a little bit more personality into it? And they did use the word sassy and they did use the word urban. So by the end of the commercial, I was like, hey, y'all, I'm trying to get a burrito. And they were like, that's great. That's exactly what we wanted. And it just felt gross. Not that anybody who sounds like that is gross. It felt gross that I was trying so hard to be this black voice, quote unquote, because I am a black voice, but I wasn't the black voice that they wanted. And so anyway, I was just really fed up with like the whole voiceover world. And then I get this email from Jeffrey and Joseph saying, hey, would you like to do a voiceover? And I was like, am I black enough for this? Are you sure it's going to be okay? Because I didn't know anything about Welcome to Night Vale at that point. And so I was kind of just going into it blindly. Obviously, here we are so many years later, and it has been, you know, a huge part of my life and a huge part of my career and the shining moment of my voiceover experience, honestly, after all these years. And I've done a lot more voiceovers after moving to LA, just because there's a lot more animation here instead of just commercial voiceover work. And so I feel like it's a little bit more expansive in terms of who they're casting and what they want you to sound like. But Night Vale and Alice Isn't Dead is still like the favorite thing I've ever done, and nothing will ever come close to that. Ever.
Yeah, I feel like the voiceover world, sometimes I've had that exact experience that you've had with in booth, and they're like, hey, could you make it just a little bit more, just give it a little bit more sass, a little bit more oomph, a little bit more ethnic, make it more ethnic. And you're like, cool. And you feel like so disgusting. Like, cause you're like,
yes,
that's not me. And you shouldn't have hired me if that's what you wanted.
That's it.
But trying to get that check. But like, you're also like, does this compromise who I am as a person? Now, do you feel like you have more opportunities to speak as your own voice, having done these shows, done Welcome to Night Vale and Alice Isn't Dead? Do you feel like that voice is more available to you to just be you?
I do think that. And I think a lot of it is just the fact that I feel more confident because they kept asking me to come back. So clearly they liked what I was doing. And so it's just a reminder that, you know, in the same way that when you enter a room, when you're being seen for film or television or even for stage work, what you look like has nothing to do with you. Like you can't change, you know, what your body or your face or whatever looks like when you go into the room. And I can't change the way that my voice affects another person. So I think I take it a little bit less personally now. But the other thing that I've learned to do is just say to no when I get a breakdown or a casting from my voiceover agent. And I can tell that it's not even just like the super urban roles that they'll have me come in for. They'll also have me read for like a 50-year-old woman. Right. And I'm like, I already sound young. What are you,
right.
Do you hear how high my voice is in its natural state? What are you trying to do to me? So now I feel empowered to say, oh no, that's not right for me. And it just took me a long time to get to that place in voiceover because, you know, when you're kind of starting out, even though I had already had, you know, a career developing in other areas, but starting out in voiceover, I felt like I had to say yes to everything. Yeah. And I feel like that's a trap that a lot of new actors, not necessarily new to acting, but new to a specific realm of the art, you know, feels like they got to say yes to everything so they can learn how to do it. And that can kind of like chip away at your confidence because you're not going to be right for everything. So if you go in for everything over and over again and you're not getting anything, you start to think, oh, it's me. I'm just really shitty at this. I thought for so long I had a terrible voice and that's why I was so uncastable. So it literally took Jeffrey and Joseph asking me to do this to make me realize, oh, it's just like when I walk into a room and I might not be right for it. It's the same thing with voiceovers, but I am right for certain things. And it's going to take a special someone to really notice my qualities and appreciate what I'm bringing to the booth.
Yeah, I know that Joseph and Jeffrey were so excited to work with you. I remember, I think had you played Dana on the show before you did the first live performance, or did it start with the live performance? No,
I did Dana on the show like one time, and this was actually right at the end of us leaving Vancouver. So we left Vancouver, moved to LA, and then there was a live show. And that was the first time that I had even met Joseph and Dylan. Like there were a lot of things happening at the Largo that night. It was amazing.
Yeah, I remember Joseph was so impressed by your performance. He was like, "This chick's incredible," and then that was the thing that made him want to write Alice for you. Was that performance? So it was a big night. Big night.
That was a big night, and in 2020, I'm working. I mean, sorry, it's not 2020 yet. It's 2019.
Close, really close.
I'm still trying to skip. I'm skipping a year. I'm already skipping a year and thinking about what I'm going to be doing in 2020 because it's probably not going to happen in 2019. But I am going to receive compliments and say, yes, thank you for thinking highly of me when I don't always think so highly of myself. But I'm not going to get started till 2020. So for now, I'm just going to punch out the compliments that Joseph has sent my way and ignore them all.
Yeah, just deflect it right away. It's okay.
It's like Fruit Ninja.
Yes. So Dana, that voice is very similar to yours, but what do you feel like? Did you feel like a connection to her, or do you feel like it's different from you somehow? What do you think? I mean, obviously it's a weird time.
I as soon as I read the lines for her character, she seemed like so earnest and so pure, and I don't feel like I'm any of those things. However, I was at some point in my life. Like, I know there was a time, like maybe my childhood and teenage years, where I thought like everything was possible in the world, and I just imagined her sounding like maybe she doesn't get sarcasm very well. Like kind of she misses misses cues in social situations a little bit because she's so like goal oriented.
Right.
And so as soon as I read it, like in my head, she just sounded like a very youthful, pure, like sweet person that you want to protect, which eventually I thought was a neat idea to play with because she doesn't need protecting. She's,
right,
very much a badass, and she can hold her own. And she's done like a lot of cool things in the Night Vale universe. And so I like that duality of the way that she sounds. Also, I remember somebody on Tumblr definitely thought I was Asian when they heard Dana. And I thought that was so interesting too, that we have these like preconceived notions about what we hear. But so much of that is because of media. Like, the people that we hear out in the regular world sound all kinds of different ways. But I think in terms of what we see matched to voices, in the entertainment industry, that's like, it just has a funnel into our head, and that's what we hear. So somebody somewhere was sure that this pure, eager sounding person was Asian. And I was like, well, okay, there is nothing wrong with that, but I'm so curious to know how you got to that point. Just because, like, what does an Asian person sound like?
Right.
Versus what a black person sounds like versus what a white person sounds like. Like, you can't tell that when you're just hearing the voice, which is why this show is so special, because it leaves so much up to the listener's imagination.
And people really put those headcanons to work, they're really they've decided. It is decided. Yes. You look like this, you're this tall, you're thin, or you're fat, or you're tall, or you're short, or you have red cheeks, or whatever, or your hair is long, or it is short, and they're like, that is it. And
absolutely. That's
why it's always so funny when people say, oh, you don't look anything like I thought you would. And I'm like, Google me, bitch.
No, I totally get that. And you know what? You're right. Like that is one of the special things about podcasting and radio plays in general, is that you can fit anybody you want into, what that face or that body looks like. So if somebody imagines Dana as Asian, that's great. I'm all for it. But they were so convinced that the voice actor was Asian. And that's what I was like, there's no certainty in the world of voiceover at all. Like, you can't put yourself in that box.
What do you think Dana looks like? I don't know why I pointed at you. You can see me.
No, yeah, you're right. I think that Dana is a mist wearing clothes. That's not true. I just came up with that, but it's kind of a neat idea now.
I was like, you exploded like a million people's heads just now.
Well, that would be kind of cool, though. She's just like this formation of energy, but definitely always has clothes on so that you can at least like know the form that she's taken. But honestly, every time that I do any kind of voiceover work, it always looks like me.
Yep, me too.
I'm not very good at divorcing myself from what they look like. But I'm okay with that. You know why? Because you don't see a lot of people that look like you and me.
Yeah.
You know, in the general narrative of what's being put out into the world. So I think it's kind of cool.
I usually just fold it into my narcissism.
That's a great idea. I'm going to implement that.
They're like, what do you think she looks like? I'm like me, because it's me. Son.
It's me. Yeah. Like I'm not an audience member. I'm a part of the creation. So that's your job. I don't get to tell you what I look like too. Come on. Don't be lazy.
Imagination. Yeah. It's also like, I also think that because maybe this isn't just like, maybe this is not a Night Vale world thing, but because of Joseph and Jeffrey kind of having the basis in neo-futurism with Cecil being named Cecil and Kevin being named Kevin and people kind of like, and not too much direction coming from their end on it should sound like this and you should play it this way. Like, it's very much just like, just talk and say the words and as you want to do that. And that's what we're going to work with.
Yeah. I mean, I've certainly never had another job that gave me that much artistic freedom in what I was doing, which is another reason that I've, started to feel so empowered by what I was doing, I think, and was able to kind of bring that with me into the rest of the work that I did. But also, it kind of, I enjoy lots of animated shows that have wacky, crazy voices. I love somebody who can do a crazy, wild voice and do like 20 of them in a row and they all sound different. I think that's very exciting. But in terms of the performance, sometimes it can get so muddied when you're trying to add so much to it and do this. And it's kind of like the most pared down acting in the world because you're not having to be concerned about what you look like and how well your, action is reading to the audience. It's like acting in one of its purest senses because it's just hearing the voice and that is the only vehicle that you have to portray, the emotional journey that the character is going on. So it's a little bit like a stripped down, like, let's really just get back to basics, guys, and really focus on the importance of performance here.
Yes.
Like when you take all the other stuff out of it and it's just you trying to create a believable environment with this character, it's just very exciting. And I don't get that opportunity very often. So yeah, I feel like continuously it is something that I'm able to continuously, one of those, choose your favorite word. It has allowed me to bring that into my auditions, my other performances, and not just in the voiceover world at all. Because when you think about, how audiences respond to Night Vale and to, Alice Isn't Dead and other things. Oh, hey, doggy.
I know, you see her?
He's really cute. Does he have a diaper on?
Yes. She's like 10 and she's like, but she's so cute.
She's very cute. Symphony's dog sitting
cute
right now, and the dog is in the back of the Google Hangout, and we can see her.
Thank you for explaining that, Meg.
for our audience that's not in this Google Hangout with us. Yeah. We wish you were here.
Yes, we certainly wish you were here. Yeah, that's it. That was a long-winded answer, but
no. But that's
a good answer.
That is a good answer because when you go to acting school and they talk to you about like the moment before and like all that. The Stanislavski business and like just being true to the scene and being true to your environment and what's going on and what do you want and what are you trying to, why do you have to say this right now? All those things. You get to just do that instead of all the fluff, And I love that. I truly love that. Now thinking about that and then putting it into performance, the live shows, do you feel like that's any different for you? Or do you feel like it's very much the same?
I have two different answers. When it's a Welcome to Night Vale show, I have found that kind of like throws everything on its head in a really exciting way, just because when we're recording, it's just us by ourselves, you know, at our desk or in our closet or wherever we are. And it feels like this kind of isolated experience, and you're creating the environment in your own head and imagining what the mood is. And then you're saying the lines and you do your performance and that's it. And then with the live show, Cecil is there and you're there and sometimes Dylan is there and there's all these other people. And suddenly it feels like this party in front of an audience. And it's like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. Like, it just feels like this weird kind of reunion thing. Mm-hmm. Also, keep in mind the fact that I haven't been on a tour. So I just get to like pop in and be like, oh, this is so fun. You guys are in LA, and then leave. And so for me, it's like, you know, it's just like a 2-hour party on stage. But the change for me was when we've only done a couple of them, but when we would do an Alice Isn't Dead performance, and it was just me up there with John, obviously, who is doing the music, but it's just me. It was it did not feel like a party. It felt very much like a performance in terms of, you know, having nerves and worrying about whether or not I would be entertaining enough for an audience to sit and listen to me for however long it is. Because with the Night Vale shows, you get so many characters and everybody's kind of so familiar with the setup of how it's performed on stage. And so Alice Isn't Dead was very different than that. Not bad at all. I very much enjoy myself up there, but it's not a party. It feels like work. Night Vale is a party. Alice Isn't Dead is work.
So you got to feel what Cecil feels, probably.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. But even he gets to have like
other
a little
people.
break every once in a while. Yeah, to have other people come up there and play off of them. And honestly, I think Alice Isn't Dead just kind of taps into like an actor's insecurities, whether or not you're good enough. Are you funny enough? Are you, you know, whatever enough to captivate an audience with just your voice for such a long period of time? So I know that that's where it comes from. And also, we've only done a couple of them, so I haven't really ever gotten to get into a groove of it. But yeah, two very different experiences.
And I think Alice Isn't Dead is just the tone of the show is like so different. I mean, there's serious parts, obviously, in Welcome to Night Vale as well. But like, you know, Alice Isn't Dead, there's like suspense and like, you know, fear and, you know, sometimes there's really crazy situations that you're like, whoa, this is really scary. And so I think the audience member, as an audience member, I would probably be like quiet and like very like raptured until the end.
That is so true. I never even thought about that before. You're right, because with Welcome to Night Vale, it's a bit of a roller coaster. You're right. There are like, you know, big moments and small moments, but for the most part, the audience is laughing a lot, getting jokes, being audible. And you're right, with Alice, it's like a silent auditorium. But you're also talking about serial killers that like may or may not be on the periphery of the theater waiting to gobble everybody up. So you're right. It's two very different moods within those shows. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no, I would feel that definitely. And the Thistle Man is scary as hell.
The Thistle Man is scary.
Scary. Very, very scary. Like, I remember I've listened to the show, like, quite a bit, and it freaks me out. And I have to stop listening after. Like, usually I can, like, binge, like, a few in a row. And then I'm just like, no, it's too much. Or, like, the tension builds so much that I need, like, a relief from that. So, good job, girl.
That's a really good point. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I listen to Alice Isn't Dead while I'm working out, or I listened to it when I was working out.
While you're running.
You're just like,
really?
run.
Because she's running.
Because I would be like running and lifting and like just like beasting. And then especially like when you get to the end of the episode, John has like he always puts like a 2-minute outro music on it that has like such a driving beat, and you're just like, run.
It's so awesome. Oh my God.
Many hotel treadmills.
That is a big compliment. Man, that's cool.
Yeah, so run for your life. So at this point in our story in Night Vale, Dana is an intern who is trapped in a dog park, has found her way out of a dog park, and has discovered the house that isn't there. But she's still an intern, I guess. She's still involved in the internship program at Night Vale Radio. Were you ever an intern? Did you ever do an internship?
I never did an internship, but I have also felt like I was interning into adulthood at various points in my life. Like, I'm not getting paid right now, and I'm supposed to be paying close attention to what I'm doing, and I have no idea how it's supposed to go. Is that what an intern? That's what an intern is, right? Like, you're learning.
You have no security. Yes.
But right. Like, things could just fall apart, and then that would just be it. Like, there's nobody to pick you up and save you. You don't got a 401k.
No.
You don't got health insurance. I've been that person. Often.
You're doing a lot of hard work for no money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But she's still so dedicated.
Yeah.
Which, again, kind of leads me back to one of her coolest qualities, like this idea that she's got to see things through to the end, and, like whatever is going to come in her way, well, she'll just handle it at that time. But, she has a goal and she's going to get to that. I guess there's no other way that you could have survived in a dog park for that long without that sort of mentality. And again, that's not the mentality that I have. I've had 5 breakdowns just in this interview alone. So
we're editing those out. So it sounds like we all had fun.
Great.
She is dedicated, and she keeps calling him. Like, if you were trapped somewhere, you'd be like, fuck this internship.
Yes.
I got to get out of here. But she keeps calling and, like, reporting back and, like, doing her due diligence.
Because she got a job to do. She got a job to do, no matter what the circumstances are. I'm so curious to know what she imagines her actual end game is going to be. Like, if she were to survive the internship and, like, get the job, what does the actual job look like? Is it worth all of this that you're going through and doing?
Probably not.
Yeah, she's like that's probably definitely not worth all of that. But yeah, I feel like she just has a passion for broadcasting, a passion for journalism, a passion for her town.
Just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you see the those little, like, videos of weather people across the country that are like near death. It seems like the tornado's right behind them, or it's like blowing them sideways, but they're like, I gotta finish talking about what degree it is out here. She's kind of like that person. I feel like she would make a great weather reporter.
Yeah, on the scene, like
yeah, like
with
exactly.
with those like slickers, like a rain slicker, and everything's going sideways. And she's like,
yes.
it's really wet out here, John. The wind's really picking up.
It's still raining, as you can see. And I have this vision of her like sideways on a pole, and her legs are in the air, but she's still holding onto the mic, and she's reporting back in to Cecil.
We talked about this a little bit earlier in the episode because Dana asked for some food to be thrown over the wall because she's starting to get hungry. If you could have some food thrown to you, what would it be? Like
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Peanut butter. I know my answer.
You thought long and hard about this.
It's peanut butter. It's peanut. Give me a jar of peanut butter.
Just by itself?
Do you have a specific peanut butter you like? Are you like a dry roasted fresh ground? Are you like Skippy? Are you like what? Where are you?
I am open to many things. I don't want to act like I'm so inflexible, but in general, I really enjoy the natural peanut butter that Trader Joe's has because once you stir it up, it stays pretty stiff and the oil doesn't keep separating over and over again. And it's got a good little saltiness to it, but it's still very spreadable because it does have the oil in it. So you don't have to like rip a piece of toast apart because you're trying to get it like spread out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts about toast and what is right and what is not right. And peanut butter and honey on that toast
Yes.
is right to me. So if I could have a whole meal, I'd be like, throw me some bread and some peanut butter and some honey. But I can do some damage to a jar of peanut butter, sans everything else. There was a point when I was interning into my 20s in New York City, where I would just have a spoon and whatever cereal was in the house, because I don't drink milk, so I don't eat cereal, but my roommate would always have cereal. So I would just dip a spoon in the peanut butter and then dip that spoon in the box of cereal. And then I would pour honey on the top and eat it like it was a popsicle.
Oh,
That sounds delicious.
my God, that sounds amazing.
A Honey Nut Cheerio? Are you kidding me? A
With
Golden
peanut
Graham?
butter and honey. Oh,
Girl.
sounds
I can't.
good.
I can't think of a cereal that it wouldn't work for. I can't even.
That's it, because you just need the texture, a little bit of the crunch,
Yeah.
and a tiny bit of sweet, but not too much because you got the honey for that. It really would make anything good, like Chex Mix. Nobody just eats Chex Mix out of the cereal box, but you gonna eat it when it's got some peanut
Joseph
butter and
Fink
some
does.
honey on it.
Joseph
no, he does
loves
not.
wheat. He loves wheat Chex. It's his favorite cereal in the whole world.
Wait, but he eats it dry?
Chex. He usually he's had a handful or two of a dry wheat Chex, but he also he puts it in a bowl with ice cream and then puts milk in it and then stirs it up. And he calls it a McFlurry.
Okay.
Oh my!
For those of you who can't see us right now, me and Jasika's mouth was like a gate for that entire thing. We're like, what? I've never heard of that before, but it sounds nice.
Cereal with ice cream and milk, it's his fave.
My mind is blown.
Gosh, my mind is blown too, and I'm not yucking that yum. I'm just never heard anything like that before.
Yeah. How do you feel about almond butter? Or is peanut your nut?
Meg, it's fine. Meg, almond butter is fine. And, I'll bake with it if I don't have anything, else. I'll make like a bar with it, but I do prefer peanut butter. I do like peanut butter because I think it's so good in sweet things, but it's also delicious and savory.
I love peanut sauce.
Peanut sauce.
Peanut sauce all the time.
Yes.
Peanut sauce, it can go on any and everything.
Yeah.
Also, I have a peanut butter soup that I brought down to Florida to give to my family. And they just lost their minds over it. Okay? It is the perfect addition to so many meals. I feel very strongly about peanut butter.
I need that recipe. I don't want it. I need it.
I'll send it to you. It's
Please
super
do.
easy.
Send it to both of us. Yeah.
I'll send it. Oh my gosh, done. You guys
We'll
done.
we'll add it to our Patreon.
We'll share it.
Yes.
Patreon.com/Good Morning Night Vale.
Perfect. Amazing. Wonderful. Oh my God.
That sounds bomb.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So we would throw a jar of peanut butter over. And it's also pretty shelf stable too.
Yeah.
So like that would be a good thing to throw to someone who's stuck in a dog park.
It's so smart. If I could get my hand on a berry or something in the park, then that's cool. But even without it, you don't need a special utensil to eat it. You got your digits. You know what I'm saying?
Peanut butter fingers.
Peanut butter fingers. I could probably catch some dogs with the peanut butter fingers if I needed to like round the dogs up, or if Dana needed to round the dogs up for some reason. There's a lot of innovation, I think, that can happen around a jar of peanut butter. Okay.
Great.
Yep.
Let's keep it clean, kids.
Yep. And that's
Jasika, thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Night Vale. Thank you so much for bringing Dana to life for all of us.
Girl, you know it was a pleasure. Thanks for having me on here. I feel so always thrilled to be a part of this community. Seriously, it's so special.
Thank you so much for listening. The next episode is Blinking Light Up on the Mountain, where we will hear from Night Vale listeners about their theories, questions, and comments. And as always, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning. Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Hal Lublin, and Meg Bashwiner. It is edited by Grant Stewart. It is mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Special thanks to our guest this week, Jasika Nicole. Leave us a voicemail at 929-277-2050 or email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to give us a quick follow-up on when exactly you abandon your New Year's resolution and how much better you feel with just the normal pressures from life and none of the homemade ones. This show is powered by our patrons like Nick Galsby, Natasha Evans, Ginny Ash, Saffron Kaplan, and Samantha Ish. If you're interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check out patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more information on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Christy Gressman, Jeffrey Craner, Joseph Fink, and Adam Cecil. Today's adverb is girlishly. She girlishly took over the entire goddamn world and left a trail of off-brand haters in her wake.